everyone, and welcome to my cozy bamboo world. We're getting closer to surviving 1,000 days in this world, and in this video I find one of the rarest mobs in the game and acquire all 7 of the panda variants. To reach this achievement, I've spent over 9 hours breeding up pandas, traveled over 11,000 blocks, and spent over 3 hours flying around my world searching out new bamboo jungle biomes, all in different attempts to reach the same one goal, finding that rare brown panda. Now, while I'm going to show you by the end of this video how I managed to find a brown panda, I'm curious to know in the comments how you think I found one. Either 1, breeding up pandas, or 2, searching around my world's jungle biomes. Comment below, and at the end you can tell me if you guessed correctly. Now let's start at the beginning of it all. I've been surviving in this world for over 800 days, and I decided that today is the day that I complete an achievement I've never done in Minecraft before. Today I want to collect all of the panda variants in the game and build them a beautiful panda sanctuary to live in. Now, as far as where we're going to be building our panda sanctuary, we've got so much space around our area, but I think this spot right here is going to look the best. Now, if I go into free cam, we're going to be placing our panda sanctuary right in this area here, and it's going to be more of a large rectangular shape, lots of glass, kind of similar to what we have for our apiary with lots of white glass, but we're going to be making it a lot more themed to bamboo and our pandas. So before we can start doing anything else, we do need to clear out this entire area and make space for this build. So we're just going to spend some time clearing all of this area out and leveling it. So let's get into some terraforming and clearing out of this area. And with space cleared out and a base outline in place, we are well on our way to a beautiful panda sanctuary. Now, as far as this shape that we're going with, we are actually going to be using a lot of dark oak. We are going to be using the bamboo here, and we're going to be using a lot of white stained glass, as well as using a lot of the mossy cobble variants. And that's pretty much going to be the color palette that we're going with. So I'm just going to work on pillaring up to complete these posts, and then we are going to start moving the pandas that we already have found over to this area so that while I'm working on building this up and collecting resources, we will be able to breed up the pandas along the way, because we have 7 different panda variants that we need to have in order to complete the advancement. Now, it's not like a Minecraft advancement where like the top right corner gives you an achievement or anything. It's just, well, it's just something I think would be super cool, especially if we can get that very rare brown panda. Now we've unloaded everything from our shulker box into the chest for what we're going to be building with, but now that we've gotten some collected resources, we're gonna go and find the different pandas that I've put in boats around our area and bring them over here so we can start breeding them up. We'll grab some bamboo first, and we'll start by moving the panda that's right over here by our pink sheep little house, and we'll move them over to our area. I think he's just a normal one. It's hard to tell because his eyes are clipping through some grass. Now, the scariest part about moving pandas is they are so thick and about the same pixel size as boats, so I always get paranoid that I'm gonna accidentally hit one of them. So we're just gonna do this a little differently, and we're gonna hit the boat from the bottom. Perfect. Okay, now I have the panda following me. So this is our normal panda. So what we're gonna do is move all of the pandas a little bit closer to our sanctuary, and then we're gonna temporarily put them in a fenced-in area so we can breed them up on the side of the build, and then whenever they are ready to breed again, we are gonna be right next to them to make that process go a little bit quicker. We've got our angry panda, but he's got an unwelcome guest inside his boat, and I just need to be careful not to get my panda. Perfect. So now this panda, let's see which one you are. You're the angry panda, so you're gonna be interesting to move. I just can't aggro you. So we're gonna be very careful. Ooh, hi. Okay. Perfect. Are you gonna hurt me? Do you bite? No. Okay, you're fine. All right, and we've got panda number 4 being brought over. Now, I was doing some research, and it turns out the sick panda actually gives you the highest probability that you can breed up the brown panda. So what I'm going to do is actually put the sick panda in a separate pen, and then look online again to see which panda works best to breed the sick panda with. And then we're going to just try to get a brown panda bred up. What they're saying online is to keep on breeding the weak pandas with normal pandas, and then we're gonna separate out the normal babies that come from the weak pandas. But we do want to end up with 2 weak pandas, and we'll continue breeding the weak pandas. So let's just start this off and see. I think I also need to make sure that they have bamboo around them. So if I just plant some bamboo nearby them, I feel like this will help them with the breeding thing. I'm not a pro at this, but this is what I've been told on the internet. So we're just gonna go with it. Yay! Oh my gosh, yes, he's already a sick one. Okay, so next, now that we have 2 weak babies, we need to then move our normal panda back into that pen and then keep breeding these guys up once the widow one grows up. And hopefully it won't take us too long before we get a brown panda. And just for a frame of reference, right now I have only bred 281 animals. We'll see how many animals I have at the end of breeding up all of these pandas to get me the brown panda. And while we are waiting for those pandas to be ready to breed again with their cooldown, we're gonna start working on building this up, and then I'll just probably take some stops along the way to breed these guys up until we can get the brown panda. So enjoy the time lapse. So as you can see, there has been a massive growth in our panda population. Now, I have been doing quite a few different tricks and ways of trying to get a brown panda. I still have no luck. If we look at my stats, we are at 696 animals bred. We started at 281, so I have bred 415 of these dudes. But we are still in search of a brown panda. Now, as far as the pandas that I have been able to get, we were on a live stream able to get another one of the pandas that we've been waiting for and looking for. And that was this little lazy guy right here. I absolutely love how they just lay on on their backs. Their little toes are so cute. But this is the lazy panda that we were able to find. So in total, we have the lazy panda, we've got our sick panda, we've got a worried panda, and we have a regular panda as well, and the angry boy with the angry eyebrows. So the only two pandas we have left to find are the playful one, which sticks out its tongue and does little somersaults, and then the very rare and very hard to breed and find brown one. I'm going to work on continuing to breed these ones up for our little panda sanctuary. It's coming along great. We do need some more of the white stained glass, so I'm gonna go smelt up some more sand using our bamboo as our fuel source. And then once we get this all done, then the only two tasks we really have are to get those last two pandas. So we spent some time breeding up all the current pandas we had. We tried breeding up the regular pandas whose parents were the sick pandas to see if that would get us a brown panda as the new baby, with no luck. And after we bred 59 more pandas, getting us to over 470 pandas bred with no brown panda in sight, we decided to go flying around some different bamboo jungle biomes in hopes of finding one spawning naturally. And as we flew around and free cammed around, we still had no luck finding one. Then on a live stream, we once again went out looking for a brown panda. This time we were flying over 10,000 blocks away to a mega bamboo jungle we found from a seed finder website and found some pretty incredible terrain along the way. We ended up flying past spawn into the frozen ocean for a ways and discovered we had a giant mushroom island right next to spawn this entire time, which was pretty cool. We traveled across what seemed like unending ocean, checking the little bamboo jungles along the way, stopping to loot a pillager outpost, and found the ponder goat horn. And finally, when we had traveled the 10,000 blocks, we had finally made it to the mega bamboo jungle biome that we had looked up. And as we scoured the jungle, we found a jungle temple, we found some regular black and white pandas, we looked around even longer and found a pillager outpost in a pretty cool location. We then found a second jungle temple, and a third. And then it happened. We finally got our first look at a brown panda in Minecraft. So after all of the breeding pandas for 9 hours, all we had to do was travel 11,000 blocks looking in bamboo jungle biomes, and we finally found our friend, which our live stream named Poe. Well guys, now that we found our brown panda, we have a problem to address first. Our Z chord is at 11,000 and our base chords are at -2,000. So that means we are 13,000 blocks away from home and we have to make a panda follow us all the way back home, which if you've ever tried to lead pandas, it is painstaking. So we're going to attempt to do something that could be a little bit dangerous, but it will save us many, many hours of time, and that is bringing our friend here through the nether. Now, I'm not thinking to just lead them across all the dangerous terrain, and no. We're going to make a tunnel through the nether, kind of like by the nether roof area, and then we're going to go all the way back to our base area with our little friend, and hopefully nothing will go wrong with this plan. But before we start trying to make our way into the nether with our friend, I do firstly want to try to go and check out those 3 different jungle temples nearby. So for right now, I just want to put our little friend Poe in a box here to keep them all safe. Now, let's go looking for jungle temples. So we've got one right here. Okay. We're going into the jungle temple. I don't see any scary guys yet, but I'm gonna block these off and break this. Okay, just some gold, and I know for a fact that there is a little sneaky room back here, and I could figure out the code, and I've done it before, and frankly, I couldn't really be bothered this time around. Oh, diamonds! I've never actually found good things in here, so this is wonderful. I will gladly take some diamonds. So now let's go find those other 2. There we go. And what's in here? Yes! Oh, we get 2 of them. Let's go. And we have, oh my gosh, diamonds. I never find diamonds in the jungle temples. I always find just like rotten flesh and bones and bamboo, but we found 3 diamonds. And for wild armor trims, I mean, this is pretty good for jungle temples. There we go. All right, there we go. Nothing much in this one. Well, our third jungle temple didn't give us much, but in total we got 4 wild armor trim and 3 diamonds, so I'd say that's pretty good. Next, we started collecting up all the needed obsidian for our nether portal, and then we built the frame near where Poe was to make it a little easier to bring him through the portal. All right, I've boxed in our nether portal with a bunch of leaves and made a little door to get up to our little panda friend up there for now, but I'm gonna close this door. I'm going to plop down my bed, and we're gonna use this gold block to make a gold helmet, just so I stay safe and I don't have piglins coming after me right away. So we are quickly going to throw this on, and it looks like it's night, so we'll take a nap. Let's see what we get in the nether. I'm crouching. It looks like it's just basalt. Oh, good, it's just mostly wastelands. Okay, this is so good. I'm gonna take off shaders really quickly. Oh, well, hello there. Ooh, I need to be careful. Oh, hi. Oh, my word. Oh, gosh, that's a little scary. I'm glad I saw that. Then after almost having lava fall on me, I grabbed the cords in the nether by Poe and then went back into the overworld to calculate how far we would have to nether tunnel in order to get to our home portal. All right, I figured out that our home nether cords are at negative 137 and negative 309. And then for the nether cords on the other side of this portal right here, we are actually at positive 291 and 1389. So we do have quite a bit to go as far as going on the Z cord, but going on our X cord should be pretty simple. So now that we know where we're going, I'm going to still leave my bed here, and we're gonna go into the nether. We've got some food, we've got flint and steel, and we're just gonna make our way back home. Okay, we're back in the nether, but let's figure this out. So if we need to go into the negatives, we want this to go down. So it looks like going west on the X is where we'll go. And then if we're at 13 in the positives on the Z, we need to go to the negatives. So this needs to go down. So we need to go north and west. So now that we know where we're going, I'm just going to start tunneling my way safely and see how long this takes me. So we're just gonna go on our little our X cord for a bit and figure this out. All right, guys, we finally made it to the staircase that we made to our area. So down this way is our portal and way to get down into our area. And I never thought I'd be so excited to see our space again. If we go inside our portal here, on our base side, we have 4 portals, and I really don't want our little friend to accidentally just, end up going back through our portals. So I'm just going to break these 3 just so that there's only 1 portal that our little friend is going to be able to go through. And honestly, this is going to be kind of nice because having 4 here was so loud. And then we're just going to make a little stairway all the way down. This is how our little panda's gonna come to the overworld and live in our base area finally. But before we go back through, let's fix up our elytra quickly. All right, I just got my 2 pickaxes fully healed up and my elytra is healed up as well. So let's go bring back our little friend Poe. I have a feeling this is gonna take a very long time to lead them with bamboo, but let's see how long this actually takes. All right, and there is a split here. Now, this path leads to where we got our camel for the first time and that coral reef. And this one leads us along the nether roof and all the way down to where our little panda friend is. I have bamboo, so I'm ready to give that to them. Then, since I didn't want to walk all the way back down to get our panda, I decided to dig out a space tall enough so I could jump and engage my elytra in my tunnel. This allowed me to fly down the tunnel much quicker than if I had just decided to walk. We made our way past some piglins, and then it didn't take long before we had reached our portal to our brown panda. Hi, Po. How are you doing? Do you see the little bamboo in my hand? Do you want a little snack? I'll give you a snack once we make it through, okay? Because we have a long journey, and I'll give you all the foods and snacks once we make the journey. And drum roll, we've got Po inside the panda's sanctuary. Oh, we finally have a little brown panda in here. Oh my gosh, look at him. The final panda we had to find was the playful panda. I had tried breeding up 4 to 5 sets of pandas at our base area with no luck, so we decided to go back to the mega bamboo jungle where we had found the brown panda. And within the first 4 minutes of looking around, we found the playful one. So then we had the task of repeating the exact same nether journey to get the playful panda back home that we did for the brown panda. And after a 45-minute trek, we finally had our 7th panda safely home in our cozy bamboo jungle area. And we officially have the playful panda in here as well, which means I have successfully collected all 7 panda variants in the game. We've got the sick panda. We've got the normal panda. We've got the lazy one, which looks very similar to our normal panda, except that the lazy one actually has a smile on their face. Of course, we have Po, the brown panda. We've got our angry panda. We've got the playful panda. And we have the worried panda. And with all 7 variants found, that's gonna do it for today's project. We were able to find all 7 and we made them this beautiful panda sanctuary. They've got a little pond to play in, they've got some rocks to climb on, and they can just have a good time hanging out here. And of course, we have the particles from the spore blossoms and the cherry blossoms everywhere. And I think this is so cozy. But since we have all these pandas, I'm gonna need some name suggestions for these. I know that we have Po, and one of our little sick ones is going to be named Wings in honor of Frog Crafting's sick panda that she has in one of her worlds. But comment below some other name suggestions, and I'll see you in the next one.